up, shot calling. Paid what I bought it.
Where the Gator Bowl once stood, now stands this facility. Everbank Field, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. Time for teams to start making moves towards the postseason. Here we go in Week 11. Calvin Austin on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence going to throw straight away here. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Hey, Ron!
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Sidney Brown makes the play.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Prescott opening with a pass. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Putting a receiver in motion. From the 34. That's brought in by Miller. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Give him 13 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Now an inside handoff to Miller. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
From the 19. And that one's incomplete.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
We go 46.
Dak now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's first and goal.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Straight ahead, here's Miller. Has the New Orleans touchdown. The Saints parlay the interception into points. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's first and 10 from the 34.
Check, Panther. Red.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. And that's good for a gain of 5. Carl Granderson in on the tackle. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
All right, let's go.
From the 39. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Go.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Where he take? It was 154. Where he take?
Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. He'll cobble together a yard there. Stopped by Foye Oluoku. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go. I take. Here we go, 47. 26.
Andrews with the catch. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now.
Here we go. 26.
From the gun is Prescott. Flush down now to his left. And finds Miller, complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
26.
1st and 10, Prescott. He's got Andrews. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
From the gun, and give to Miller. Jukes out of one stop. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle.
Here we go, kill. Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 47. 46.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
On the return, here comes Austin. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion. Here we go, sir.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Hey. Silver.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And that will not be enough for a first down. And the Saints go in nickel, 3rd down.
Hey, go.
They've got a man in motion.
Hot.
From the gun on 3rd down. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Another score here in this first quarter, Brock, as they continue dominating in this opening frame.
You know what I love here, Kate? This defense is seizing on a sputtering opponent, and they're actively trying not just to defend the lead, but to add to it.
Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints take a 3-possession lead.
Jaguars nothing.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. On the return, here comes Austin. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Ralph. It's hot.
Now Lawrence coming off a pick. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
Red on red.
We've back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They have it on second and short. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Hey, run!
They send a man in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Shit, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions to get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
All right, here we go.
And brings up third down.
Red.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
All right, let's go.
Going on 4th, here's Lawrence. That's cut beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. First down, ball at the 36.
Decent 24.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Hey, lion. Here we go, son.
Lawrence working from the gun. Fits it through the middle. He mix it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Well, no doubt about it, Brock. That was a route they worked on in practice, and it manifested in a touchdown when the downs counted here.
And no doubt about it, Kate, you grew up watching and celebrating Jerry Rice running that exact route, didn't you?
Yes, sir. You know it. You know it.
He was so good at it. Every receiver could do it some of the time, but Jerry and the best of them, they do it all the time, just like that one right there.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Yeah, here we go. I take this. 26.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up second down.
Hey, kill. 26.
Throwing again is Dak. Quick slant, caught by Shaheed. Hit some space around midfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 31-yard play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. First down, here's Dak. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Dak throwing again. And he won't connect on that one. Incomplete. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. And now it's second down.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect. All you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Yeah! There we go! Right there! We're going to 54. Why?
Another throw for Prescott. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Hey, kill!
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That's brought in by Miller. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Hey!
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Complete. It's Ingram. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, go!
Lawrence looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
This defense just coming to life before our eyes, Kate, taking advantage of the situation they're in. You just feel their creativity. Right? When you get a lead like this, it just allows you to be a little looser, to play a little bit faster, and to continue to make an impact, that time with a sack.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Red on red.
Counter give to Etienne. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Red 23.
from the 48. He fires one deep down the right sideline. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down. Brian Thomas Jr., his intended target. So it'll be third down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's complete. It's the rookie from Georgia. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. ETN gets it on the draw. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. But the Jaguars get back on top of the loose football. They're keeping possession. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
2nd and 10 now. Catch is made down the right sideline. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. Touchdown, Jacksonville! Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
On is Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Right, take. Hey, kill.
Hand off here for Miller. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Yeah, here we go. Kill.
Prescott here from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best, like curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, They run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
Yeah, here we go. I take. Then we're going to 53.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Trying again following the sack. Quick slant to Samuel. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Yeah! Hey, 47! 26!
Dak now from the gun. Into traffic, complete! And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
1st down, Saints.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. We better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Yeah! Here we go! I take.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
Kill! 47.
The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, 46. Gun. Here we go, 46. 26.
Working from the pistol, Prescott. He's touched down behind the line as this one goes the wrong way.
Well, every once in a while you understand a play that loses a yard or 2. But losing that much on a completion, there is some kind of malfunction with the offense. They'd have been better off abandoning that play. Heck, might as well punt it.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Yeah! Here we go! 26! 28! Here we go, 47! 26!
Dak out of the pistol. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's third down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
46, 46. Yeah,
From the gun is Prescott. That finds Miller, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Here we go, 47.
Shaheed motioning right.
26.
1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And they can't connect on the deep low. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got second down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Hey, kill. 26.
Throwing again is Dak. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. And it's a nickel set from the Jags on this third down.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. 26.
On the give, it's Miller. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Here we go. 26.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Caught by Miller. And this one doesn't go far.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Yeah! Here we go, go to 54. 26.
Dak off the play fake. He's on the move. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's able to get this down to the 13. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10.
Kill. 47.
Shaheed coming in motion left.
26.
From the red zone now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go. Right check. 26.
Another throw for Prescott. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Quick slant complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there,
Yeah.
because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
Setting up to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints take a 16-point lead. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion. Here we go, son.
Lawrence in the pistol. This is hauled in by Ingram. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Silver.
From the 27. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. And he can't make the hook up on the deep ball. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
And oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That swatted away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Red on red. Silver.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Buys time, rolling right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Jacksonville in punt formation. And the fair catch secure here at the 16. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Saints will get set to take over. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Silver going to 53. Everybody kill. Silver going to 53. 26.
1st down, here's Dak. That's caught by Chris Olave. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Silver going to 54. Right here. Silver going to 54. Going to 54. Right here. 26.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Hitting Olave on the slant. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Offense in the hurry up here. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Yeah, here we go. Like that. 26.
Right side, Shaheed's got it. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Yeah, here we go.
They send the tight end in motion left. Here we go, second and very long. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Yeah, here we go. Right take. 26.
Prescott here from the gun. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That punt ends up a 36-yard kick. And it'll be Jaguars football. They're set up at the 35 now.
Rip, 23. Here we go,
First and 10, it's Lawrence. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Lawrence trying again on second. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Hey, kill.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Lawrence working from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here's second and 2. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They got 24 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
Here we go,
First down throw, Lawrence. Getting out to his left. Etienne on the catch. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. All right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Hey. Sink right. It's hot.
Throwing is Lawrence on third down. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the third quarter. We've reached the end of the third quarter on this Thursday night. It's Jaguars football. They trail, but it's still within reach. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth.
Go, go. 30 left. It's hot.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on fourth.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Take right open, open.
Man in motion here.
Silver.
Still sticking with the passing game. Chased out to his right. And he scores! It's a Jacksonville touchdown! The Jaguars can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Here we go, son.
He's throwing for it. Vacates quickly left side. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for two, but it doesn't work out. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 26.
They run. It's Miller. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody. And maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Going to the ground again on first. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. 2nd and 13. Fires right away, but incomplete.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Yeah, here we go. I take this.
Shaheed motioning right.
26.
3rd and long, Prescott. That's caught for the first. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
They'll try this extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. On the return, here comes Austin. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Rip, 23. Red.
Give to the fullback, diving straight ahead. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Well, I call that a table setter. If you're getting that kind of efficient production out of your fullback, well, that just sets the table up for everyone else on this offense to eat.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
ETN on 3rd down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
The Jaguars into punt formation. And they could really use a good one here. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
Yeah! Here we go! Under. 26.
On the ground, it's Miller. Has room down the left sideline. Launching for the pylon, and he's got it! Touchdown! The Saints keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
They'll probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this drive will start inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
All right, let's go. Here we go, son.
They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he's brought down for a loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Lisa, 24.
They go right back to ETN. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. They'll get that yard back, but no more. It's 3rd and 10.
Hey, Lion. Silver.
ETN again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. No return on that punt. And it'll be their football. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Miller with it. And this one does not go far. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Saints approaching win number 7 on the year. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Running once more with Miller. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, they shoot the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front. And they fired off the line knowing the run was coming. And, boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
Prescott now on 3rd down. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. It'll go down as a 37-yard punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Hey.
Lawrence looking to throw. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Deron Bland has it. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. And when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints grow their lead yet again. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Tucker now on the return. He lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Now, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right? At a young age, you're always coaching those guys. Hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. So this will win on the road for the Saints. And they carried some of that winning football from last game into this contest. Now a modest little win streak.